Alright guys, welcome back to Running Back Reviews. This is Krisjon Vargas, your host for this edition. We are looking at the Nike Adapt BB. I don't even know where to start with these pieces of stuff. Generally, I'll start with the outsole. If you take a look at it, there's not much going on. There are circles and then there are lines. What they're designed for, I have no idea. Not really good for lateral cutting, maybe for up and down the court. Maybe you're a 3, maybe a 4, definitely not a 5. Jason Tatum, I don't know why you were wearing these. They're not a great shoe as a whole, for basketball at least. If we look at the flexibility of it, not very flexible at all, but there's a reason for that. There is a DC motor in there, and that DC motor is designed for the self-lacing, which is the cool part of the shoe. There is a lot of tech in the midsole of the shoe, so not just these two buttons that turn them on and off or loosen them or not. There is a motor in there with worm wiring that goes all the way through that helps secure your foot to the shoe. Also an accelerometer and a gyroscope, which Nike uses as information to kind of figure out where the shoe is in space based on where your foot is. There's also an 8 megabyte memory card in there to kind of remember all that data, also for your firmware, also for the future of trying to figure out what you do with the shoe as a whole. The upper is clearly where they did not spend money because it looks like a plastic bag from Longos. Other than the technology, the shoe is okay. It comes with its own wireless charging pad, which is a little excessive, I think, but it is what it is. I think you can also charge your phones with it, so that's kind of cool. The shoe itself, like I said, what do you do if the motor breaks? Do you return it to Nike to get a new shoe? Does the app tell you? What if you lose your phone? We got these from a buddy of mine, and we tried to link them to our phones, but because they were linked to a different device, couldn't try them out at all. They're fully charged, lights turn on and off, but you can't even lace them. They're okay, but for 400 bucks, not so good. That's my take on these shoes. Take them for what you will. I think the only person that should be wearing these are like hype bays, if that. Maybe, I guess, if you want to. Other than that, they're a pretty cool shoe based on where Nike wants to go. I know in the future what they're trying to do is develop shoes that unlace and self-lace as you need them. Part of the idea, I think came from Tinker Hatfield, who kind of described it in the past, saying that what he'd like to do is have a shoe that unlaces when you're sitting on the bench, so it gives your foot a chance to breathe and recirculate. But have the shoe intuitive and self-aware that when you step back on the court, they relace on their own, so you don't need an app anymore. I can see that that's where they're going with this. I hope that's where they're going with this. Because like I said, as a basketball shoe as a whole, not so much. Lifestyle shoe, it's a great shoe. Other than that, that's it for me. Again, I'm Krisjon Vargas. If you like the content, comment, like, subscribe, hit the like button. I don't know what else you kids do out there with social media stuff. And we'll run it back. What was that guy's name? David Blaine?
Yeah, no, it's...
Am I good? Am I on the mark?
Yeah, you're on the mark. These are the adapts, right? These are the adapts?
The Adapt BB.
The are adapt, take one.